Yo, Loxton back in the house here. We got my mountain monster. She's a beast. I was riding it all day yesterday. First gear alone, I was at 45 miles an hour. My back rim has a little bend in it, so I'm not going any faster than that until I get that fixed. I ran into a stop due to my pulley being broken. It's pretty bad. So I picked up this bad boy here for 10 bucks. Thinking about doing a centrifugal clutch on there. So I have a two-stage clutch. I can easily take off at a start, or I can rev my engine, engage that clutch, and pop my other clutch for the whole shots. Go see those people down in Detroit Hood TV with all those mini bikes. I might take my monster out there, give them a run for their money. 45 miles an hour first gear, and my exhaust gasket. Right now I'm running no exhaust gasket on my exhaust manifold that I built. I did some modifications since the last video. So maybe we should run through that real quick and I can show you what we got going on. Alright, so here's my modification that I made. If you guys tuned in, I only had the one muffler coming down. When I bought this other engine down 16 mile, I ended up finding out that the exhaust hole was like that big. And as you can see, that's not the same. So I threw this other one on there. You guys can't wait to hear how it sounds. It's going to sound amazing. So I got to take this off, put in that gasket, which is just going to barely, I might grind that weld down a little bit while I have it off. That way I have the clearance. So as you see, I got my clutch system. I got the pulley taken off already. So it's easy to put on. I'll probably just get all that attached first and then handle this. Yeah, and after that I can ride. All right, I also got my foot pegs / pedals welded on. Drilled a hole through there, opened it up. So anyways, I went ahead and screwed those on and welded it all around. I still have not hooked up this derailleur. Now I got my monster first gear. I mean, that thing is big. I welded a nut down here, lowered it, bolted on my derailleur. It switches between these three gears great. I can't really use this one yet. I don't have enough oomph. And I also changed out my front forks. It makes the ride way better. Alright, so unfortunately my lighting's going to be really bad down here while I'm doing this. Just due to the fact that it's hot outside and I have central AC and this is my basement. Another thing I want to do is I want to put these on my handlebars. That way when I dive into the wind, I have something to hold on to. See, and I'll show you all that later. All I know is it's better fit. Well, it looks like every time I change these out, I have to adjust my key. It goes in there for the most part, but it doesn't slide onto the bike. It definitely needs ground down. It's too high. Alright, so I got my key. Can't really see it. I got that grounded down. So hopefully it'll fit. Let's try it out. Alright, see, I gotta go that way with it. So here's my modification. This was the first pipe, and then I got the second pipe to go around the pull cord. I mean, and I cleaned up the inside. See, looks nice. Now it's got better flow, way better flow. It sounds good. Sounds something like that. You guys will hear it soon. Just wait. Well, let me go clean this up. Time for the new gasket. It was like $2, worth it. So I got to figure out how I'm going to hook up my camera to my chest or a hat somewhere. Not this hat. This hat I shouldn't be wearing right now, but I just felt like showing it off. Look at that. Jiren Goku Frieza Dragon Ball Super. Yes. Woo, got one started. So I can't actually wait till I get a centrifugal clutch. I can let it idle without holding my hand on the clutch. Takeoffs will be smoother. So it'll be so much better having a two-stage clutch, or however, what would you call that? If I had a drive clutch and if I had a centrifugal clutch. So I had a fast engage and a torque engage one. I think that's really what I had to do. What do you think I install these? Should I do it? Let's go look at it. I'm gonna wait. Check the hat. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna redo the ignition. You guys won't see it. I'm gonna show you outside. As you can see, it's so hot out here. But here's my Mountain Monster. She's pretty nasty. All right, so here it is. Front suspension, clutch work, exhaust on, gas tank mounted. Huge first gear. Huge first gear. Look at this exhaust. Blah, 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 blah. Two pipes, two pipes, two pipes. Yeah. And I got my clamp brakes on there. Now I switched over to this side so I can actually brake while driving. Hand clutch. And the clutch system. It's looking pretty touchy, so like I said, I want to do some typical clutch right there. Change it out. I don't know how well that clutch is going to work. This belt's a little smaller, and I think my spring lost tension. As you see me sweating, it's hotter than the dickens out here. But I fixed the clutch. It looks like I'm going to have a better acceleration because my main pulley's a little smaller. I had to do some adjustments. I mean, I am touching. Let's take a look. You see how close my gap is? I am going to be faster off the line with this belt for sure. This is going to cause a problem. I don't know. I gotta do something with that. Like I said, probably just a typical clutch and I'll be fine. Or a smaller belt. But this is going to allow me a lot longer of a clutch. So let's take it for a ride. Got them riding glasses on. So as you see, she's pretty fast. First gear, and I jumped to third the first time. Kay actually got to the second gear the second time. The little pulley doesn't make a difference. It's like a quarter inch. Huge difference in acceleration. Almost popped the wheelie. So I'm going to try to figure out how to get this thing on me, my camera, and we'll go for a ride. Let's make sure y'all see what I see. It looks pretty square. Alright, so I'm running into an issue. My chain keeps jumping down. I can't be having that. So I lost my gear again. Let's ride number 2. So that road's only supposed to be 35. They were going about 40 down that road. They were going 40, 45 down that road all the time. Of a kind of successful day of riding. As you can see, this sounds lovely. But this is what happened to me today. The derail is no longer in terminal location. I lost first gear. I was turning around and hit the gas a little hard after I adjusted the governor. Really took off at that point. But day 1 success. How do you think she sounds? Just comment below your answer. Don't forget to like this video, share my page, and hit the little bell notification to subscribe. More coming next week. Loxton out.